Hi guys, I'm back here with another tutorial and I'm going to show you how to make the ironing board caddy, which looks like this. And so we're going to get started and I will show you how to do the pin cushion and the pockets and all that stuff. So let's get started. And what you're going to need is, I'm using this real pretty flowery fabric. And what I would do is, you want to, you need a front and a back piece and your pocket. Now you can make 2 pockets. I just did 1, which that's good enough for me. And some bias binding to put for your little trim right here to go on your pocket. So I've got measured here, and what I'm going to measure is however long you want it. Now, so I'm going to cut it off here at the 35 inch. And then what you want to do is, since I have a long piece, you want to make sure that you cut whatever length you have, then you want to cut it to 8.5 inches. So, so I'm cutting mine 8.5. So, okay, I got 8.5 inches. Now, I'm going to make this the same size. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take my stuff off of here. And this rough measures, I made it 22 inches by 8.5. This is the size that I like. You can make it longer. It's up to you how you want to do it. But I know that this is going this way is 8.5. So, and I'm going to do 22 by 8.5 inches. And that's what I'm going to work with. I don't want mine very long. 22 inches will be good enough for me. Okay. So I'm going to roughly cut this again to 8.5 inches. Okay, so I got 8.5 inches. Okay, here's my piece. So I have 22 by 8.5 inches. You can, like I said, you can make this any size you want. It just depends on how long you want it. So this is what I'm going for. Okay, now for my pocket, I'm going to use this fabric. Now, the length that I have my pocket, which is 8.5, this is what you want to go by on your pocket piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roughly cut an 8.5 inch piece. Okay. Now I'm going to take my piece of fabric here. And what you want to do is you're going to measure your piece. Let me iron this real quick. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my piece of fabric and I'm just aligning it up to the end of my fabric. And then I'm just going to cut that extra off. And then I might have... Okay. I need to back up here. Okay, I need to cut a longer piece. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit down. My back's killing me. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna cut this part off right here. Okay. And then I'm just going to trim this down. You know, you can get creative with this. You don't necessarily have to do what I'm doing. Trust me. You can do this however you want to do it. You could put 3 pockets. You can make it wide. You know, however you want to mess with this. Okay. The pocket that I'm using is 8.5. And then I've got 8.5, Sorry, my throat is just, oof. And then I'm going to do 15 inches. So I need to take my piece here. And then you're going to fold this in half. Okay. And then you're going to line it up. Okay. I need to make sure. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. I've got my pocket folded. Because this is the size I'm going to go with. Okay. That's perfect. That's good for me. Okay. So on the pocket piece that I'm using is 8.5 by 15. Now you can use 2 pockets. Whatever you want to use, you use it. You don't, or you can do the exact same measurements as I'm doing. But the measurements that I had on this caddy in that magazine, I did the measurements different. I didn't do the exact same measurements on this. Now, you're going to want to cut out a backing. So whatever you want for your backing piece, you're going to do the same measurements here. So what I'm going to use is this peach polka dot here. And this is what I'm going to use. Now I want to make sure I'm going to cut it the same size as my main piece. Because this is for your back. So, which is 22 inches. Okay, 22 inches, and then I'm going to cut 8.5. So I'm going by 8.5. Let me see if I got 8.5 here. Oh. Okay, let me press this real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. So I've got my 8.5 of my peach fabric. Okay. Now, First things first is I'm going to take this. Now, you want to use some kind of batting. It don't matter what batting you have, but I use fusible fleece. That's what I've got in my other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece right here to the ironing board, and I'm going to iron it with fusible fleece. So now if you've got regular batting, then you're going to want to do some quilting stitches to hold it together. But since I'm using fusible fleece, I won't have to do that. So I will be back when I get my fusible fleece on. Okay, I've got my fusible fleece on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything to the sewing machine. And okay, sorry. I'm here at my sewing machine. I was trying to adjust my camera. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your pocket. I need to iron this down. Okay. Okay, you're going to take your bias tape. We're going to do our pocket. So you want to fold it over, and I'm going to put my wonder clips right here. Oh, good Lord. Hold on. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. All right. So you want to take your bias binding. And you're going to sew it down. Okay. You got your pocket created here. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put it like this, because then you're going to sew straight down. Because you got to sew your pocket on. So this is how I'm doing it. You don't have to do it this way, but this is just how I'm doing it. Okay. I may have to trim just a little bit off, but that's okay. Okay. And now when I take my pocket, I will flip it over just like this. And then I'm going to take my ruler So I've got my pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fold it to make my crease. Okay. I'm going to use my friction pin. Okay. Now I made me a line. And I'm just going to put a pin to kind of hold the pockets together. And it's going to look like this. And see, I've got my line. So now I'm fixing to, now when you create your pocket, you want to back stitch. Alright, now you've got that created. So, you have everything created now. Now you're going to be ready for your backing piece. So, What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to do a second part of this. So, because we're going to sew this together, turn it, and then do our pincushion. So, I'm going to upload. It's going to have to be a 2-part video. So, I will upload this one soon as the other one gets uploaded, and then we'll do a second part to finish up this little iron caddy. So I will see y'all back on the next tutorial. Please like and subscribe to my channel and leave comments below and hit that like button. All right, bye-bye.